Hi, I'm Emily, and this is my video about my experiences with Exede satellite internet. Earlier in February, I was looking to save money on internet. So I Googled our area and providers, and other than the place we were with, Exede Satellite was the only one offering service. I mean, obviously satellite can go anywhere. So their website was a bit confusing, so I decided to call because it's always better to talk to somebody in person, I feel. Lay it all out. That way they know what you want, and you don't have to try to guess by website specifications because I'm not tech savvy. I don't understand the whole data thing. I'd rather tell you what I use it for, and you, being the smart person that's been trained to know how much data is used with that, can tell me if that's what fits. Anyway, so that's what happened. I called and told them what we use. You know, we have the router, we have the tablet, the cell phones, the laptop, to ask them if their services would match with what we needed. And they said yes. And the plan that they suggested we used would save us about $40 a month. They said they really didn't anticipate us going over our data, but if we did, there was an unlimited plan for $10 extra a month. So I was like, great. You know, Exede, they are affiliated with DirecTV. They bundle, so I did not have any worries that they would be a dishonest company. You know, we've been DirecTV customers for the last 4 years, so I expected the same quality of service and honesty and everything that we've gotten with DirecTV. So we went with them. We set up an appointment for them to come out and install it. They installed it around, I think it was like February 5th or something like that, or maybe it was the 8th, I don't know. Anyway, but 24 days later, our data slowed down to a dial-up. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to have this to happen again. So I decided to call customer service and have our usage our package brought up to the unlimited. And when I talked to the call center rep then, she informed me that there is not an unlimited plan, that I had misunderstood the salesperson. And let me tell you, there's no way that that would happen, because I am a little bit OCD, and I went over with the salesperson repeatedly what they told me because I was writing it all down. And I didn't misunderstand them. I think that's just something they commonly tell people when they call in to get information, to rope them into their services and get them in this 2-year agreement, because they have a 2-year agreement. And if you want out of it early, you had to pay hundreds of dollars, or you just have to deal with it. Anyway, so I ended up talking to a supervisor, and he talked me into upping our plan to one where I won't be saving $40 a month. I'll only be saving $20. But there's not much I could do, right? I mean, I'm in this 2-year contract. I don't feel like spending hundreds of dollars just throwing it in the trash to get away from this contract. I mean, what type of company? It's a horrible company that would do that. Not even 30 days after you start their services, they won't let you out, seeing as though it's not a good fit, that their product doesn't work with you. It's really sad that they would do that. Anyway. But so I decided to suck it up, you know, in between a rock and a hard place. And the next day, we got a bill for more than what we paid with the other internet provider. And so I called. I was pretty upset, really upset. And so I called, and the first call center rep that I got a hold of, she wasn't very helpful at all. So I asked to speak to a supervisor, and I talked to a David. He wouldn't tell me his last name. But maybe if somebody there's watching it, maybe they can look at February 28th call center reps for a David. Anyway, he was quite the jerk. I told him how upset I was by the fact that at the beginning I had laid it down completely explicitly what I was looking for in an internet provider, and I was completely misled. I was open and honest up front, and Exede lied to me. They misled me, and it's horrible. And he told me Not that he was sorry for the misrepresentation, but that I should have never believed them in the first place. That it was my fault. I shouldn't believe anybody. So that sort of tells you a lot about the company, that their supervisor would have that opinion of them. Anyway, so that being said, that's my story. I'm stuck here. I either have to deal with their bills or I have to pay the hundreds of dollars to get out of their contract. The reason I'm making this video is to inform people. Nobody should go with Exede if you have any other choice in an internet provider. If you have a cell phone, you can get a Wi-Fi card with them. If you have other providers, you think they might be a little bit more expensive, you think you might save 40 bucks going with Exede, you won't. I just showed you how you won't. They lie about your usage because they have a little usage tracker, but there's plenty of accounts online now that, we've researched it, and people have independently tracked their own usage, and it never aligns with what Exede says you use. It's a complete ripoff. It's sad that they bully you into these contracts and that you're stuck with them, and it's not cool. Anyway, like I said, if you have any other choices, don't go with them. And if you're the people that have no other choice, I'm sorry. Hopefully a better internet company will get to your area. Thank you. Please share this with your friends and family. You might not be looking for internet yourself, but somebody on your friends list on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, they might be looking. And this might help them not to make the same mistake I did. Not to put their trust in a company just because they're affiliated with a company that you trust already. It's really sad. Anyway, so share this, get it out there. Don't let anybody else make my mistake. Alright, thank you so much. Bye.